Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is Tuesday's Tips and Tricks, and this week we are going to be talking about 5 home safety tips to keep your seniors safe at home. There's no place like home, right? Home can bring us a sense of familiarity, a sense of independence, keeps us warm and cozy, right? So a lot of people think keeping your seniors at home is the best route, and it can be, but we need to make sure that the home is safe first. So let's talk about some essential safety tips. Home safety tip number 1, remove fall hazards. Falling is the leading cause of injury for people over the age of 65. So what can we do to prevent falls in the home? Well, first, we can remove area rugs. A lot of times the rubber backing on the back of an area rug isn't actually enough to keep it down, and so it could present as a fall risk for someone over the age of 65. You can also look at the clutter in the home. Are there piles of clothes stacked up? Piles of old newspapers, maybe extra shoes that are lining the front door, right? Any extra clutter can actually cause a fall. Same with extra furniture. If you're not using furniture, just go ahead and get it out of the house. A lot of times too, if someone's in a walker or a wheelchair, that extra furniture may actually be making it more difficult for your loved one to get around the home. Lastly, look at cords. Lamp cords, extension cords, are those either taped down very securely or have you just taken them away altogether? Home safety tip number 2, keep emergency contact numbers handy. This is going to include, obviously, 911, but also keep on hand emergency contact numbers like family members or friends or neighbors. If your loved one is getting home care, you want to make sure that that phone number is handy. Keep poison control number handy. All of those emergency response numbers you're definitely going to want to keep in a readily available spot in the home. Also, have your loved one actually pick up a phone and watch them make a phone call, okay? Cell phones have a lot of bells and whistles these days, and sometimes it's too much. So you want to observe your loved one making a phone call to see, is it becoming difficult? Is their phone too fancy and you need to simplify it? But emergency phone numbers are going to be home safety tip number 2. Home safety tip number 3. Remove fire hazards from the home. Make sure that batteries are replaced regularly in the smoke alarms and the carbon monoxide alarms. Double check all of your wires. Make sure that they're not fraying, right? Also, remove any candles from the home. There are a lot of flameless candle options nowadays or wax warmer options nowadays that'll reduce the risk of fire in the home. Space heaters are a huge fire safety hazard, so discourage your loved ones from using one. But if they still want to, please encourage them to keep it at least 3 feet away from anything flammable. Curtains, bedding, newspapers, those kinds of things. Also, go through your fire safety routine if there were a fire with your loved one, and remind them about stop, drop, and roll in case their clothing were to catch on fire. Home safety tip number 4, ensure a safe bathroom. Visit the bathroom. Believe it or not, it is actually the riskiest room in the entire house for something to go wrong. Usually a fall. So here's a couple things you can look for in the bathroom. Install grab bars in the shower and around the toilet. This will help with preventing falls and give something secure for your loved one to hold on to in the bathroom. Also, get non-slip mats from the bathroom. That'll prevent any slipping. Keep an eye out for water temperature in the shower. It's very, very, very easy for us to accidentally have the water too hot, and you may actually scald your loved one. So keep an eye out on the temp of your water. Consider replacing your shower or your traditional bathtub with a walk-in shower. There are companies out there that offer home modifications specifically for seniors, and so those experts will be able to walk you through the best walk-in shower option for your bathroom. However, if that's not an option for you, look into a shower chair or a bathing chair. This is a chair that you can place in your bathtub so your loved one can sit while bathing. This will help prevent falls. Also, if you need to, replace the shower head with one that can detach and come down. This will help you with bathing and reaching difficult places. Now, if your loved one is struggling when using the restroom, it may be time to install a raised toilet seat. This will make it easier for your loved one to sit and stand. Lastly, put a night light in the bathroom. This will help them see. Our fifth and final home safety tip for today is to assess the bedroom. You may not think that there are any risks in the bedroom, but think again. All right, 2 big takeaways in the bedroom. 1, is the mattress too soft? If the mattress is too soft, your loved one may have more difficulty getting in and out of bed, right? That bed may swallow them up, and we don't want that. So make sure it's easy for your loved one to get in and out of bed. Lastly, and this is actually something you can do throughout the entire home, is to look at the doorknobs. As someone gets older, they may have arthritis, and so it may be more difficult for them to use a round doorknob. So replace it with a lever. It's easier just to push down and push out than it is to grab and turn and push. Those are today's 5 home safety tips to keep your loved ones safe at home. I actually have 5 more for you, but I'm saving them for next week. So stay tuned for next week's video to learn my other 5 home safety tips for keeping your loved ones at home. Now, this is all perfect timing. This Thursday on our Resources Within Reach segment of the Share the Care show, we actually have a home safety expert on. I told you it was perfect timing. At 6 p.m., you can catch that interview live over on the Care by Christy Facebook page. We will have the recap available. It'll be available on Apple and Spotify podcast, and then we will have that video posted on YouTube for you. But again, this Thursday, we are meeting with the home safety coach, and we are so excited about it. So thanks again for tuning in today. Like I said, stay tuned for next week's tips and tricks when I share 5 more home safety tips for seniors. I'll see you then.